Hello, and welcome back to Guided by Spirits. This is the collective energy reading for the week of August 15 to 21, the year 2022. So I downloaded a bunch of stuff. While I meditated, the first thing I saw was this weird, I saw the globe. And I saw this weird symbol moving from, say, in the direction from Europe to Canada, let's say North America. And it was this, I don't know, internally, I knew that it was some kind of Native American symbol, but I didn't know what it meant. So I asked, and then I heard the chariot. So that is this card in the tarot, the chariot. And the chariot is about, okay, before I tell you that, I'm going to tell you what else I saw. Because the very next thing I saw was this really huge, really just like charcoal gray cloud coming over. It was over, say, Australia, New Zealand, the southern half of Africa, Indonesia, that whole area. And then I also saw this sort of dark energy also coming from Russia towards the west. And then I saw a seagull that was also flying from the east to the west. So I took a little break there before I forgot everything. I wrote it all down. And then I looked up what it meant, because the energy that I've been picking up on, actually really since late yesterday, is a sort of a feeling of anger, but an anger about injustice, a feeling of hopelessness, a feeling of despair, fear, powerlessness. And I was given the line from a song, and the name of the song is Hold On Hope. I forget who sings it. I could look it up. I'll look it up and put it in the comments. But the line from the song was, everybody's got to hold on hope. And that, I think, was the strongest message coming through from spirit, to not give in to these lower emotions of anger and fear and despair, because the first card that was given was the chariot. Okay, and the chariot is about overcoming conflicts and moving forward in a positive direction, and it's asking us to keep going even though it may feel hard. That really staying committed and working hard will help us to emerge victorious. And the seagull is a symbol of resilience and endurance, and the ability to navigate through storms and become strong through challenges. So I continued to meditate, and I had the really strange vision I had a vision of the Earth as seen from far, out in space. And it didn't look like the Earth does now. It looked like the Earth looked, whatever, millions of years ago. The continents were in different places, but I knew it was the Earth. And what I saw was this big chain attached to it, like a big anchor chain attached to it, and reaching out into space. And I heard the word anchor, and I was like, what the heck does that mean? And what I heard was that, at the risk of sounding like one of the Looney Tunes on the Gaia channel, I heard that the Earth is an anchor for, let's call it the spirit world, let's call it non-corporeal beings, conscious beings, okay? And so non-corporeal conscious beings, spirits, they've been coming down to Earth, and I guess you'd call it, I don't know if you'd call it playing, but it's kind of it anchors them into the physical. Okay, so they use the Earth to anchor into the physical. So let's say like your soul is one of these beings, right? And that's also part of like why I heard really interesting. Okay, so part of evolution, right? So when they first started doing this, say like with, let's say Neanderthals or something even earlier, right? They weren't as good at it. They weren't as good at it. And as they kept doing it more and more, as they kept coming back into, years later and years later and years later, that was also part of the evolution of our species, because these non-corporeal conscious beings got better and better at, imagine it's like not a video game, but I don't know, like the Transformers, okay? Like you're in this thing, but you don't quite know how to work it yet, right? You don't know how to, and that's what it's like for our souls, right? And because these bodies, they also have their own, you could call it a mind of their own, which is, I guess, part of the whole free will idea. So it's yeah. So anyway, as your soul evolves, as your soul reincarnates over and over and over into this physical plane, it becomes more advanced, like say like getting better at playing a video game, right? And humanity also becomes more advanced. I thought that was really interesting, because the next thing I was shown was the Wheel of Fortune. And that was because as part of like when I was asking for an explanation as to what the heck they were talking about, I saw the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is about how everything goes in cycles. And then I saw an image, and it was funny. It was actually an image of myself, it was a memory, of I was lying on the beach on a towel, in Rehoboth Beach, and if you've ever been there, you'll know that at some point the tide comes in and starts wiping everyone's carefully laid out, towel and umbrella setups. And I thought I was perfectly safe. I was like way back. I'm lying I'm lying down. This has happened to me more than once. And all of a sudden, I'm like half asleep, and a freaking wave crashes right over me. And I didn't get upset. I wasn't embarrassed. All I was doing was laughing my butt off. And that's what I do every time that happens to me. And that is what Spirit wanted to to get across to us. You know, life is full of ups and downs and cycles, and you need to approach it with a bit of a sense of humor. You know, don't get bogged down in despair, depression, anger, revenge. All of these lower emotions, they don't help you. They don't help you at all. They make you just feel worse and worse and worse. And you need to lighten up. Okay, that's what I heard. Just lighten up. And I heard this song of that's true. When I saw The Chain, I heard that Fleetwood Mac song, The Chain, and the line that kept going was "Chain, keep us together." And that is our collective unconscious. Our collective unconscious exists because we are not just physical. Our bodies, everything here is also filled with non-corporeal conscious energy. And that, because it's on an energy level, it's not disconnected. You know, it's all one thing. It's all swirling through everything else. Even though there are separate consciousnesses, they're also one. Okay? And that's the collective energy. That's what allows me to read the collective energy. And this despair and this fear and this powerlessness and this anger, sometimes rage I'm feeling, it's just overwhelming. I wasn't sure I'd actually be able to do the reading today because I could not clear myself. That's not coming from spirit. That's coming from these bodies, okay? We are together. It's like a symbiotic kind of thing, okay? But we're not all spirit consciousness, okay? We can connect to our spirit consciousness, but we also have a physical consciousness, okay? And spirit is begging us to chill out, to just focus on what we want, keep working towards it, and things will work out. Things will work out. And like the seagull said, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And the seagull is perfectly capable of weathering a storm, of making its way through a storm and being resilient. And we are resilient. Humans are resilient. You know, if you see how many hardships humanity has gone through and we still just always bounce back, you know, this too shall pass, and just keep moving forward. So that's what spirit wants you to know about this week. When those feelings, when those lower feelings start to overwhelm you and make you feel really upset, depressed, suicidal, don't give into it. Don't give into it. Just remember this is temporary, and we're going to get through this. Everything's going to be all right. Make sure I told you everything I saw. Oh yeah, I saw one more thing, but that was like it was like an explanation of that chain. The chain, when I said, what the heck is that? Then I was shown a bridge, and it was kind of cool vision because it was like growing from one side to the other. It was just getting bigger. So it's basically, there's a bridge between the spirit world and the earth. And that's how they come here. Anyway, enough crazy Gaia channel talk. I don't watch that channel, but I see ads for it. I'm like, okay. Hope I'm not offending anyone, but woo! All right. Now I'm going to do a reading. See, I'm judging Gaia channel people, and here I am reading cards. But I am, in all fairness, very, very sensitive to the energies. Did you know that last week, the song I heard was an Olivia Newton-John song. I heard that song on Sunday, and I didn't know why or what. It's not like I listened to her. I haven't heard her since I was in high school. It's not someone I'm thinking about, right? And then it was either the next day or the day. This was Sunday, and on Tuesday, I was on Facebook, I think, and I saw that she had passed away. So if that's not reading the collective unconscious, I don't know what is. I often see things, I always see things. I'm always a couple, 2 or 3 days ahead of what happens. And also in trends, I always know trends, like even just like years before they happen. Anyway, I was ahead of myself, but now I know why I heard Olivia Newton-John. All right, let's do some cards. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, what would you like us all to know about this week? What will help us to get through this week? Oh, well, there you go. Okay, so the first card is Innocence. And the other card is it's time to step out of this unhealthy situation. And the Innocence card is about, I feel in this situation, it's asking us not to judge, not to, in a way, okay, yes, exactly. Okay, sorry, the voices. We need to keep our energy clear. And when we allow ourselves to get filled with lower emotions, anger, fear, hatred, revenge, despair, that brings everybody down. And the more of us who do it, the worse the collective unconscious feels. And so, yes, and that's very unhealthy. Okay, it's very unhealthy for the world as a whole. And you gotta, like the song said, everybody's gotta hold on. Hope. Keep yourself clear. Keep your energy clear. Focus on humor. You know, I don't care. Watch cute kitten videos. Watch comedians. Try. I know it's hard. I mean, I know I love a good murder mystery, but if you watch stuff this week, it would behoove you to watch something light and funny with a happy ending. You know, stick to that kind of stuff this week. And just try to keep your energy as clear as possible. And when you feel those negative thoughts, those negative emotions coming in, do anything you can to clear them out. Some of the ways you can do that is through, like, by taking a walk, any kind of exercise, meditating, getting some Palo Santo and smoking it around yourself, taking a bath, taking a shower, praying, writing. like brain dump all the stuff that's upsetting you and then set it on fire if you want, crumple it up, throw it away. Just get it out of you into, get it out of you. Thank you, Archangel Michael. What else do we want to know for this week? No, that was too soon. I haven't used this deck in ages, so we got to give it a good mix. I did smoke it, but all right, angels, give us some more information for this week. In addition, please, or confirmation of what I saw. Some advice. Some advice for us to get through this week, please. One more mix. Very slick. Oh yeah, okay, this one. Okay, we've got Daniel, the angel of marriage. Says he's helping you right now. What I feel is coming through is that it's about not just about marriage, but about all relationships, okay? We're all being affected by this collective heavy, dark energy. Don't let that affect your relationships. If you feel just crazy anger bubbling up, that kind of thing, please take a deep breath and count to 10 before you open your mouth and start shouting or whatever the heck you want to do. Because it's not you and it's not the other person. You are being affected by a very, very, very powerful, strong collective energy. And we gotta pull together, okay? Chain keep us together. If we all pull together and bring our vibration up to more positive feelings, we will together be able to clear this. But until then, please, please, please don't get into a fight, because you'll be sorry later on, and you don't want to ruin something good. Okay, we've got Oceana. Okay. Okay. This one says, get moving. You are in contact with your own truth in this situation. So, yeah, don't stay in yeah, okay. And what else? And you have to have faith in your intuition and be loving towards yourself. So once again, focus on love, see the truth in the situation, that it's not it's not you. You know, like I've told you before, I believe, when you start feeling out of nowhere, all of a sudden you're like feeling rage about everything, you know, like for example, that's always suspicious, and treat it with suspicion and ask, you know, truth, is this energy mine? Is this me? Yeah. And your intuition will tell you. And it could even be, you know, it will try to disguise itself. For example, let's say you have a pet peeve about someone, or there's something in the past that you were pissed off about with someone else, but then all of a sudden out of the clear blue sky, it's like flared up again, and you like want them to die. You're so angry. That's not coming from you, but you're tricked into thinking so because it's using a real situation. So beware of that. just really, really deep dive. Yeah, and once again, water. Go in the water. That will help you. You know, the ocean, the pool, the bath, the shower. Omega. Okay, yeah, okay, so here's Omega. Okay, the card itself says, congratulations, your wish is coming true. Keep working on it in a good way. Basically, what the Chariot is asking us to do is stay focused and keep working towards the positive that you are wishing for, you know? And it can be something for yourself, but I feel also this week a lot of it is about the world. It's about the world. I feel, and I heard this when I was meditating, this whole situation with the Ukraine is having a very, very powerful effect on all of us. You know, the injustice of it all, the feeling of powerlessness to save these people. I wasn't going to share this, but I saw this vision. I saw this vision of this like very big, dark army coming towards a light army. And behind that army was this, these people that they were trying to keep safe. And that's just really affecting all of us on a very deep level. We just have to stay focused. You know, if there's something you can physically do to help, by all means, do it. But for the rest, pray and stay focused in the positive. Don't feed this negative energy with more negative energy, because it will increase. And love will be victorious. All right, let's see. These cards. What else? What can we do? What can we do besides what I've already said? To stay positive, what can we look out for? Yeah. Again. Ideal. It says focus. Focus on the ideal. Maybe spend some time in meditation, imagining a peaceful world, a happy world, a loving world, a just world. You know, keep your eye on the prize, just like the Chariot said. You know, stay focused and keep working at it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Focus on what you do want, not on what you don't want. That's also the trick of manifestation. And you can call it, you know, woo, law of attraction, but you can also look at it from the scientific standpoint, which is what you focus on is what you end up creating for yourself in your life. So focus on what you do want, because if you focus on what you don't want, you create more You create more neural pathways to keep a lookout for this, because like I was telling you last week, okay, your senses only perceive a part of what's going on around you. We don't perceive everything, and it's very selective because of that, because we're not capable of processing all that information at once. Okay, so if you focus on, you know, why does this always happen to me, whatever the bad thing is, you're going to notice that you are going to ignore all the nice stuff that always happens to you. I'll give you, do an experiment, like even like I don't know, decide that you want to look for your initials in license plates. They'll start popping up all over the place where you never saw them before. It'll be like, oh my God, it's magic. It's not. It's that you are trained to look for it, and you're ignoring the thousands, hundreds of thousands of other license plates that are also around you, and focusing in on that thing. And do you understand? So this is what creates your reality. So stay focused on your ideal, on what you do want, and you will start to see more of it. I need water. It is hot, man. I don't know if it's cooled off where you are, but whew. All right. Okay. I will do some tarot cards. No, it's too soon. Maybe it wasn't, but I don't trust you. All right. Angel, tell us about this week. One, I would like 3 cards or whatever. Okay. 2. What else? Anything else? Yes. About this week, this coming week, what will help us, what will get us through it, what will make things better, because that's what we want. We want to feel better. We don't want to feel like I've been feeling for over a day now. It's really very unpleasant. How can they let go of this, clear it, and make it better? I'm just going to pick one. Okay. 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 There you go. Exactly what we've been saying. Okay. We've got the 3 of Earth. And it's telling us to, yeah. Okay, what it literally says on the card is the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. And this is actually, if you ask me, harkening back to that whole chain keep us together, and everybody's got to hold on hope. As a team, as a collective, we need to get our act together and stay positive. And I'm not saying that you should fake stay positive, because that's not real and it doesn't count. But like I saw, try to have a bit more of a sense of humor about what's going on around you, and know that it's all cyclical. It will pass, and then maybe you won't take it so hard. Do you understand? And that will keep things lighter, and we need to work together, and if we do, we shall be victorious. Yeah, and we got the 2 of water, okay, which is the positive Okay, here's the thing. A relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. So again, this energy is going to try to get you to take the anger out on someone you know, or even on someone you don't know. It's the type of energy that makes you want to focus it on someone else, whoever that may be, your spouse, your children, your neighbor, the world, your least favorite politician. It's asking you to just let it go and forgive, just like, that wave crashed over you and you could have gotten upset, but what you gonna do, right? Just laugh, and let it go, and you'll feel a lot better for it, because it doesn't really feel good to be angry. It really doesn't. And either way, it's already happened. So choose fun, choose happy, choose joy. Okay, and then we got the High Priestess, which says to me, you have the power. You have all the power. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, take a look at this card. You get everything. This priestess has the power to channel these energies and transform them, transmute them, work with them. It says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. So again, the High Priestess, Omega, focus on your ideal, focus on what you do want, and just ignore the rest. We're just getting repeat. So I think we're good, except, because I always like to do this, I'm going to pick a postcard from Spirit. I think we have very clear, okay. It's a very, very clear message. I hope you understood it. Yeah, you're going to be feeling anger energy, anger. You're going to feel anger, fear, outrage, feelings of injustice, feelings of wanting revenge. This is swirling around in the collective. Cock block it. Okay, don't let it in. If it gets in, don't act on it. Count to 10, take a deep breath, take a shower, whatever. Do not, under any circumstances, out these feelings onto someone else. You will be sorry. Just forgive, let it go, focus on the positive, and you will see the positive. Here we go. What do they say? Okay, so the front of the card says, unlock your magic. And the back says, dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. So, repeating what the chariot told us. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Right? The chariot's just got to keep moving. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome, right? Stay focused. You're gonna do it. Everything says it's going to happen. Okay. Sorry, this is very exciting. Let's see. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember, however much work you're willing to put in, we will match it tenfold on our end. Well, that's very generous. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. So just do it. Love you so, so much. And again, that's part of that image I saw of the anchor chain between the earth and the non-corporeal conscious world, spirit. They're connected. They can help us. They can cheer us on. You just have to ask. For some reason, okay, that's okay. If you ask for it, it makes it easier for them. Because what it does is that you are then open to it as opposed to blocking it, or you'll have to knock on the door, maybe you don't hear it, you know what I mean? Just ask, and that makes it a lot easier for spirit to work through you. And that's it. I usually do the I'm going to do pick a crystal reading, and I usually do it together with this, but this week I'm going to try actually separating it out and just putting that as a separate video so that the length of this isn't so overwhelming. Let's see how that works. In any case, I hope that this reading spoke to you. Remember, it's about the collective, okay? So you may or may not pick up on this energy, but if you do, you will know. You'll know what's going on and how to deal with it. And that's it from me for this reading. Remember, life is magical, and so are you. And I will see you next week.